Yeah, so I had an invitation to come along as the Civic Mayor to see the young people and hear what they say, the voice of the young person. So I think it's going to be very interesting because the young people are doing all this evening themselves, which is something to look forward to. Too often young people are not given the chance to have their voice and do evenings like this. So I think it's wonderful that they're producing everything themselves and we're just coming along to see everything and the result of their hard work and what they've been doing. It'll influence me by my interaction with young people, find out tonight what they have to say and what's going to happen tonight, and then I can use that in my many mayoral engagements and my councillor work, because I work with a lot of young people, so I'm sure it'll be a good influence on me.
Voice of the child is so important to me because I think every young person deserves a voice and a say in what happens in the world they live in. I've enjoyed the most in getting involved in this project, meeting new people and working and planning out the activities, and the best thing is that it's made by young people. Working with young people is, you should revolve everything around them because it's their choice and their sort of world. They deserve to see what they have influenced in the world around them.
As the manager of the Safeguarding Children Board, I've been involved in developing the Voice of the Child strategy, and with Melissa and other young people, and consulted with them on what that strategy should look like and asked them what is the best way of involving children and young people in the services that we're delivering for them. I think it's important because what's gone into the strategy, the statement of expectations that are in that strategy are from the young people. I think they need to own it and they need to be the ones giving the messages to the professionals. I think the fact that the messages are coming from the young people will have much more of an impact, and with that impact it should get the practitioners that are working directly with the children and young people and their families to think about the best way in which they can do that, and to really reflect on what they're doing at the moment and how they can improve that practice going forward into the future.
I think it's important to me because every child should have a voice and have an equal say in what goes on. I think it's quite a big project, and the idea that a lot of people will be watching it, I think that's quite a good part of the project. Treat every child with respect and treat them as equal to them.
Well, really to hear from young people. I think we need to learn more from young people about what's important to them and how to deliver services more effectively. I think it's absolutely crucial. There are a lot of ways in which professionals get caught up in their own world, their own language and their own view of things. So I think it's really important that we get rooted back into young people's views of their own needs. I think young people are the experts in what they need, and so hearing directly from them, being taught by them, has got to be the way to go. I think I've been in Tameside for only a few months now, and I think it will influence the way that I want my service to listen to young people in systematic ways, so not just one-off events. So I'm hoping that it will influence me in thinking about how to do that.
It's important to me because it's such a big project and every child in Tameside deserves to be equal and heard. It's such a big project, I just enjoy helping getting the word out there for something so big. I hope that the takeaway that every child should be respected and there should be a good relationship between the professional and the child.
My motivation for attending tonight's event is that real opportunity to listen, to the voice of the child, to really understand what it means to be a young person living in Tameside, and to hear that story from, young people themselves, I think is really important. And the most important thing about it being delivered by young people is that we do it in a sort of a way that's meaningful to young people, and that they've got that opportunity to express themselves in their own ways. And I think it's really good that we turn the tide, really, and instead of young people always having to listen to adults who think they know what is best, for us to actually listen to young people and listen to them in their own words. I want us to keep a focus on children and young people. So to make sure that we start each board meeting with either a young person's story or a piece of work that we've done with young people. So let's make sure that we keep everything that we do in the context of what it means to young people.